Hey everyone, and I'm back with another pedalboard rig rundown, but this time we are in Key West, Florida. We're going to be checking out the amazingly talented Oren Polak, and I'm excited about this one because he also does live looping and he live streams his gigs. So I'm curious to see what he's using. So he's setting up his stuff right now, and then we're going to go check out his whole pedalboard situation. So let's go.
The waves lonely night, birds will make sweet air, shade my heart's that light.
I'm going to show you the real magic of his pedalboard setup here. Basically, you've got your PZ pre right here. That's just a basic octave pedal. The real magic happens right here. This button controls the rotation of the earth. This one controls the position of the moon. And this one controls how fast it revolves around the sun. So he's got complete control at all times of how everything goes. If you need it to rain a little more, that's that weird button right here. So he's pretty much got it all laid out for you.
Hey everyone, so here is Oren, and he's gonna go ahead and give us his pedalboard rig rundown. Signal chain flow, so how's everything working here?
All right, so everything comes in on the right side, guitar and vocals, and then I have it split off from there where my vocals come into my harmonizer, and my guitar signal comes all the way into the preamp. From the preamp, this comes into the equalizer, which I use as a lead boost, and the octave pedal for the bass notes. And then from here, it actually splits out into two, where the clean channel goes back into the preamp and then out, and then the bass signal by itself goes into a totally separate channel. Then I also have the harmony pedal going into the loop pedal as well, so I've got everything running through the red pedal.
Wow.
From here, I've got the vocals coming out, the guitar coming out, I've got just the loop, and I have a quick track coming out for a drummer. And then the last output is to control all the effects pedals that are also being programmed by the RC600.
Okay, let me ask you this. On your click track, you don't use any of the onboard rhythms besides basically just the click, right? Is that right?
That's right. That's just the 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes I'll loop my own rhythms on the guitar, but what's going to the drummer is simply just a quarter note
just
click track.
Okay, so you're able to use your actual rhythm section just for the click, and that's nice. I wish I did that because that would make my life a little more simple. And you said that these Boss FS7 switches are for all your special effects?
Mm-hmm. I've got 3 of them. This one, and this one set up for 3 effects from here. And this one is just a trigger to turn this one on and off, so I don't have to reach far.
How do you like that Boss VE500?
I love it.
Okay.
I love it. The TC Helicon is super comparable to it.
Okay.
But this one is so easy to program, and I really like the effects without too much tweaking right off the bat. So plug and play.
See, I'm running the Boss VE2. It's literally like a baby brother to that, but it sounds so awesome. It's super simple, just some simple compression. It has auto tune, but I never use it.
I don't use that either. This has it also.
Yeah.
I've got a few. I really only have it set up for a few different channels. I've got a rock basic reverb. I've got a ballad, which is a little bit more like a hall reverb on it. I've got a double track where I kind of set it up to give you almost that slap echo, like a Killers kind of vocal effect. And then I've got a radio, like you're speaking through a microphone or a telephone.
Awesome.
Those are really the 4 that I use most of the time. And then I have a vocoder, so I can play and make it sound like Peter Frampton.
That's really cool. So I see you've got this pedalboard set up right here, but then obviously you're running your sub outputs, is that correct?
I'm running the 4 separate channels out of the board, and I run it into my own mixer. So when I go to a house like this, I can run 1 channel to the house, or if I'm playing with a band, I've got 4 separate outputs to run to a snake. So a sound man
Wow.
can mix front of house, as well as me mixing completely on stage as well.
Yeah.
So complete flexibility of sound.
So these little, I guess DI, is that DIs? Like what are exactly?
It's a USB hub. So this, honestly, I run live streaming. So I use these for my camera inputs, and this is actually the sound. And then I'm going to set up my laptop also, which does the actual streaming over there. So I get the sound from my mixer going on my live stream.
Wait, so this right here, this USB hub.
It's just a hub.
It's just a hub, and then you're coming out of the Boss mixer and going into your laptop?
I am, for the sound.
Wow.
So you get stereo sound with all the effects. You get the board sound, not like a room mic.
So let me ask you this. Did you come up with this whole setup? Did you rig it up, or did you have to like get someone to...
No, this is all mine.
Wow. This is mad scientist stuff right here.
I bought 2 direct boxes that were dual channel.
Nice. Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. I was like, it's a dual channel DI.
Yeah, it's just a 2-channel direct box. So I bought 2 of them because I needed 4 channels.
Okay.
And then I'll just run the 4 channels out of here into the back here, and then from here I can send 4 channels to the board.
Gotcha.
But for a solo show, I've got it wired where I have 3 channels going in here because I don't need the click, and then I send 1 channel to the house.
Ah, okay.
Where everything's mixed. So my mix comes from here, and I send that 1 mix to whatever house there is.
And you're not running any kind of like in-ears or anything like that?
Not for this, but I can.
But you can, yeah.
There's an aux out for it as well.
Super flexible setup. And I see you're using the Metro 16 pedal board for this one.
For the little one.
And what did we have for this one over here?
That's the bigger one that they have. I want to say that's the 26-inch pedal train, but it's same brand.
Wow. So this, I mean, in your live streaming, do you ever live stream to like YouTube, or are you just doing Facebook?
Nope, all the time. I do Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, X, Instagram sometimes.
Okay.
5 or 6 channels.
I see you got an iPad here. Are you controlling anything over here, or are you just monitoring your live streaming from?
I actually split screen,
Gotcha.
where I have one side is the chat from my live stream. On the other side, I flip between either lyrics, chords if I need it. I actually have a remote control for the live stream itself, so that's Bluetooth, so I can change camera angles on the fly if I need to.
What are you using for cameras?
iPhones for cameras. So this is my new one. This one can stream in 4K, but this one goes to 1080, and honestly, this one goes up to 780. It's so old, but it still works.
Hey, that works. So when I do my live stream, I use my iPhone.
I mean, I use the OBS camera app.
Oh.
So when you do that, it brings up the camera.
Wow. Okay.
And then this plugs right into the computer, and that's your camera. And so OBS is my software, and that runs everything else.
All right, Oren. So I usually ask 3 questions here, and my first one is going to be, who's been your greatest musical influence?
You couldn't start with something smaller than that. I mean, let's sit down for like 4 hours and run through the process. It has gone from everybody from Paul Simon to Rage Against the Machine to Fish and the Grateful Dead to old jazz guitar players like John Scofield and Mike Stern, even back to like the Charlie Green eras, the swing eras. So I studied jazz and then rock and roll.
Right on. That makes sense actually from your playing style now. It all is so clear to me now. Well, okay, let me ask you an easier question maybe, hopefully. What is your favorite pedal on your pedal board?
It's got to be the RC 600.
I know, that thing is a beast.
It's the brain out of everything, and it's completely customizable. So what it says it's doing is not necessarily what it's doing. So it completely changes your workflow on stage, and you can simplify it however you want.
No, 100%. I totally agree with that. It's probably my favorite one also. Okay, last question, because I know you got to get ready to sweat your ass off and play.
That's so hot.
So what made you get into live looping?
It started as practicing, honestly, when I was taking lessons, and I just needed something. I started with like the RC5, the single pedal.
Me too.
And then I went to the 20, and I went through 3 of those before they finally moved up to the 30.
Yep.
And then I used the 30, and I went through 2 of those before I graduated all the way up to this one. And I skipped the 300 and just kind of jumped up to this guy when it came out.
You're brave, because I did the same progression, but I did do the 300, and that was a big learning curve.
It's huge learning curve.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you so much, Oren.
You're very
You're
welcome.
awesome, man. I can't wait to see you play today, and hopefully you will have a great show.
I hope so too.
Something happened here. What have you been seeing exactly, baby? There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I've got to be wet. I'm gonna stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody, what's going down? Yeah, yeah.